This is the only way I could finally get to meet you in real life.
And you go,
so it's all like,
you don't even know who he is. He doesn't know who he is. We don't know who he is. Which, by the way, I had a middle school teacher. She had atomic breath, bro. Like, and if you were Haru, you go, all right, I made some mistakes. You know what? Let's the moon doesn't sound bad.
The moon ain't sounding bad. All right, let's see. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, and what? Hey everybody, welcome back to Anime Meat Pod. It's me, JoAngel, my co-host Sal, and we are back at it with some more anime, y'all. But not just any anime, because it is the final Monday of May, and it is Sal's last chance to guess the theme of this month.
I mean, I have no idea. I have no idea. Is it It's not Monster Madness. Is it March Madness? Monster Madness? Because this is a monster movie.
But
it's
a monster. You got the monster part right.
Monster. It's not. Monster. May. Monster. March. Monster. May Madness. May.
It's a synonym for madness, right? Yeah.
Monster. Insanity. Monster, monster, mayhem. Monster mayhem. Yo, dude, hey, I still don't even. I'm trying to think. I thought. What about that? The mom with the 2 attacks. I guess they fought monsters.
They had monsters. I said one thing. There's one thing that they all had in common, and it was monsters.
Oh, monsters. Okay. Well, you know what? I may not know that. I do know one thing though.
What's that?
Anime Me is a podcast where 2 friends show each other anime. We teach you how to love and watch anime. First episode. Every Monday where you listen to podcasts.
Every Monday where you listen to podcasts, where you watch podcasts, that is where we are. Because to finish off Monster Mayhem, we have the king of all monsters. That is right, folks. We are watching the Godzilla Planet of Monsters.
Oh, thank goodness. I thought you were going to say Epstein, bro. I was like, whoa.
We're watching the Epstein doc on Netflix.
We're watching Epstein files, dog. That's a real monster.
Yeah, that's a real monster.
But this monster, oh my gosh, dude. Hey, I didn't know what I was in for. And you do know what you're in for, because I'm about to give you a terrible synopsis. And also terribly cold. I'm looking for it, and I'm thinking I wanted to read the Netflix version of it, but I didn't like that version. And then I was looking at the Wikipedia version, also not good. All of them are terrible. I landed on the let's see here. What is this? This is the IMDb version.
Oh yeah.
You know what? That would have been better. Or somebody who, you know what? Hit me up in the chat.
Yeah.
Give me a better synopsis of this. This one is also terrible, but I'm gonna read it anyways because it's so terrible. And yeah, Godzilla. Oh wait, and also I got problems with this. Planet of the Monsters. Planet of the Monsters. Planet of the Monsters. I don't know. I don't know if I like that. I think it should be called Planet of Monsters. I don't know. The Monsters. All right, you know what? We're wasting too much time. Here we go. Years into the future, and the human race has been defeated several times by the new ruling forces of the planet, kaijus. See, it's not very good. It's already bad. And the ruler of the force is Godzilla, the king of the monsters. Humanity is in such defeat. Plans to leave the planet have been made, and several people have been chosen to look at a new planet to see if it is inhabitable. Realizing it's not, though, the human race resorts to Plan B to defeat Godzilla and take back their planet. I don't see, it didn't make a whole lot of sense, but that's okay.
We'll make it make sense.
Dude, make it make sense. Oh, I put this immediately. You know, this is my my justification. Drop the, okay? Just like in the Facebook.
Yeah.
We don't need the part of it. Godzilla, Planet of the Monsters. How about
It's
Planet
not part of the, is it an anagram? Is that what it is when they take the first letter and put the dots in between? Is it an anagram? Is that what it is?
Bananagrams.
Bananagrams.
That's what it's a bananagram. I didn't know if I had the right one, JoAngel, because there are several of these Godzilla movies. Spoiler. There are several of these Godzilla movies.
It's a lot of Godzilla movies.
Well, not just like, yeah, I mean, there are a lot of Godzilla movies, but in this
particular version,
there are several. I tell you this much: every time a movie starts with sirens, bro, I'm in for it. I'm like,
you know, it's gonna be good.
You know, it's gonna be good. Sirens, guys pulling guns out. Well, what do you call this animation style? What do we call this?
It's kind of like, I guess like CGI 2D animation. It's like kind of that. It's that kind of mix between, it's 3D CGI, but they make it look 2D.
Yeah,
kind of like how they did with the new Dragon Ball Z games. Kind of like,
what was that one? We watched that one. Yeah, Ajin.
Ajin like that.
There was that other show that we watched. We watched that one where they're the heroes. I think it's To Be Hero X, maybe?
Yeah, To Be Hero X. Yeah, the manhwa. The Chinese one.
Which, yeah. I mean, that's come a long way because used to...
There are some of those fight scenes in Go-Go Loser Ranger, too.
Yeah, where they have the kind of CGI.
Kind of like yeah.
It's come a long way because I tell you, I didn't... There's some of them, like, the Ajin was a little early to it. You know, the dead eyes, not a lot of...
Yeah, dead eye stare.
The dead eye.
You know? Soulless,
you know, no acting being portrayed whatsoever, no emotions. But this one, it's good. It looks good.
Yeah.
And Godzilla
he looks dope.
He
has a lot of, like, redesigns and he has a lot of looks. I think this is like one of the good ones that I like.
I think this is one of the best looks. He is scary because if you you gotta imagine like a monster that is this big.
Yeah,
and how it moves, and they really. I mean, I guess Godzilla goes way back. I didn't actually look this up, but Godzilla
way back, like black and white guy in a suit. Like, wait,
yeah, like he's in a rubber suit, just like, you know, flailing around. It is freaky, dude. I just imagine. I get to thinking about. I don't know where the origins of Godzilla is. I feel in a terrible way that America's probably like spawned Godzilla because of the stuff that we did, nuclear fallout. Fell on a lizard, and the lizard just like mutated. Yeah, a little.
Isn't that the premise? No, is that the premise for this new one?
Is that not a premise of all Godzilla? Is Godzilla not the nuclear fallout?
Was it the one the American one, the old one, the 2001, with what's his name, with Ferris Bueller? That Godzilla, wasn't that Godzilla kind of mutated from nuclear weapons?
I think that is. But that's not the general origins of Godzilla
I don't
himself.
Think so.
Because it's Japanese born, like it doesn't come from anywhere else. So
America just did what everything does and just claimed it.
Yeah, I guess so, a little bit.
Put in Europe.
Yeah, hey, you know what? It's ours now. It's did you ever see Beverly Hills Ninja?
Oh my gosh, dude, it's been a long time.
Chris Farley.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he shares the same name. Our protagonist's name is Haruo. And is the same name.
Dude. Because I watched this in both the Japanese and the English stuff.
Okay, good.
His name sounds so racist in English.
Haruo? They just put O at the end.
It sounds like somebody saying hello in a racist.
In Beverly Hills Ninja, Haru is the great white ninja. He is the chosen one, which we find out that this guy... Is he the chosen one? would you say he's? I mean,
he might be the scapegoat. With the way this alien over here is looking.
Yeah, like I got a lot of questions, man. Like, you watched this in both the sub and the dub. Did you watch it? Did you watch the dub with the subtitles on?
Yeah, it's weird how, because those are the same subtitles that they have for the Japanese.
Okay, there you go.
So I'm watching it and then I'm listening to the English. I'm like, okay, this is what they changed, and it's like the wording, which, like I said, it's weird.
It's like you know what? It's like the people who dubbed it. They were like, we're not gonna say anything like they say. You said it this way. We're saying it. You know,
it's when you're copying your friend's homework, but you got to make it different.
That's exactly like. So they don't know that we're cheating. Just switch the words around. It was all like, you know, give me that Yoda. I'm gonna Yoda this thing and just flip the words. And I'm like, what? Are they making it a point to say everything completely different? And I was trying to read both of them and listen and read them at the same time. I'm like, well, is it that? Why wouldn't they say the same exact words? You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just like, it's still. I read it. I'm like, that makes sense. And that probably makes a little bit more sense if you just say that line. Yeah, but they refused. Like the whole, they refused to say the line.
It changes a lot of stuff too. Like with the beginning scenes when he's like, when Haru's in the ship, threatening to explode it because government is sacrificing these old people, because he's saying, which is what the government always does, is population control. We got no resources. We got to dwindle the population. We're going to send these older people off on a fake mission. And then, of course, the old people come in like, hey, we're old. If I'm going to go out, this is how I want to go out. Let me be.
All things considered, not a bad way to go, really, honestly. Explosions in the sky in a ship.
Okay, that's a part that got me, because I feel like it wasn't meant to explode. Like, they were actually supposed to set foot on whatever planet they're on.
Mm-hmm.
But since they knew, I feel like it was a power move, and like a gotcha to Haru. Like, hey, this is your punishment. Because you did what you did. Mm-hmm. You're trying to turn people against us. You're undermining us. So we're going to explode these people before they even set foot on this planet.
And that's on you. That's on you. So let everybody else be warned. You do anything bad, we're blowing up some old folks. Okay, help me figure this out. He is on the planet initially when Godzilla initially shows up, and then everybody...
Yes.
But he's a kid.
Yeah. And it's been 20 years they've been in space.
Okay, see, you say that, but then they're like, it's been 20 years, and they come back to like, actually, it's been 1,000 years, and then they're like, no, it's been 20,000 years.
The light year, the travel, the wormhole. It's the interstellar effect, where they did that kind of travel, and it's been only a certain amount of time for them.
Relativity.
Then when they go back to, relatively, when they go back to Earth, it's actually been this long.
Dang, dude. Okay. I mean, I thought that a little bit, but then I was thinking, I was like, oh, well, maybe it's just the Japanese to American translation. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're using
the
yen.
Metric system.
It's the metric system. Like that's 1 year for us is like 100 years for Japanese because of the
exchange
you
rate.
got the exchange rate. Because in Celsius it's 0, but in Fahrenheit it's like 31. That's what I thought it was. I was like, because they kept saying it. I was like 1,000 years, and I was like 22 years. Which one is it? Like, and then they even like in the translation too. Like if you're watching the sub and the dub, it even says what they say. And maybe they got it wrong because I'm watching it. I gotta go back and find it. But they go, it's been 1,000 years. But reading it down at the bottom, it said 22 years, and I'm just like, which one is it, movie?
So I think initially they thought it was 20,000 years, and I think after they landed on Earth, one of the scientists, he is all like, well, from carbon dating and everything, he's all like, I think it's actually, he's like, think he said like 19,800 years. He's like, but I gotta get the sample. I'll be able to carbon date it, get a more accurate read in. And then as we go further on into the show, into the movie, we figure out that it may actually be longer than what they initially thought. Because they have no readings. Like the way the Earth is now, the way it's been transformed and terraformed, they have to use these kind of weather balloons to communicate. Like because they as soon as they wormhole back to Earth from where they were, they sent drones in. The drones went in. The drones can only get about a certain distance into the atmosphere before communications and stuff cut off. And so that's part of the electromagnetic field, I guess, that got established in this time. And then so now with all that interference, they're having to do all this different type of stuff to communicate, and still trying to figure out because the terrain has changed. Because there's one part where, so as Haru is in jail, they bail him out because he's got this master plan of, hey, this is how we can defeat Godzilla. Kind of know how to do it. We got to go down, do all this stuff to take our planet back. Because the whole point of them leaving Earth was to go find another planet, which they weren't able to find at all, or at least a suitable one. And so they're going back, try to take back Earth, get down on the planet. They have all the different squads. They have a research team that goes out to try and just get everything they can on the land to see what's all changed. And there's a plant that is razor sharp, just to show how much life has changed.
After that, forget it. You know what I'm saying? She's like, you know what?
Yeah.
Everything's treing to kill us here. It's all real. Things are too sharp. You know, like,
let's just go back.
Everything is covered in glass. This is, like.
This ain't worth it.
This ain't worth it. We can live on the moon. Because one of the guys, the other general, I think General Leland.
Leland was all like, we'll just live on the moon and then we'll just come back for resources where we need them.
Yeah, hey. I'm with the guy. I'm like, that sounds pretty good. Because everything here is trying to get. They're like pterodactyls back. We're living in
dinosaur.
There's
prehistoric times now.
Prehistoric. Forget it. Like we ain't.
There's a like weird mutated centipede on the tree.
Everything. Is scary. Like the jungle right now is scary, but 10,000 years later with radioactivity, scary. I mean, we're talking like centipedes the size of your head.
Oh yeah.
Man, you know what thing I really liked about this was Godzilla's atomic breath. Which, by the way, I had a middle school teacher. She had atomic breath, bro. Like, didn't even need to charge that mug either. Like, don't ask for help. Okay, forget it. Don't ask for help. You know what? I'll fail the class. It's all right. But I love that depiction. I haven't seen. I'm trying to think of the other Godzillas. There was another Godzilla that had.
What's the last Godzilla movie you watched?
Yo, dude. Okay, there's the one. With what's her name?
-1 or the Kong one?
I haven't watched the -1 one. I hear it's really
with Millie
good.
Bobby Brown.
I watched the Millie Bobby Brown one. She was doing Stranger Things. They were like, just do Stranger Things in the Godzilla movie. That's fine. That's what we want to see.
Yeah.
But I hear the -1, and they're doing a part 2. The -1, -2.
-2.
If it's not called -2, they're missing out. But like, which one is the one? Or on the other Godzillas, I don't think he shoots like lasers out of his face.
It's in Godzilla.
Does he do it? The one with Millie Bobby Brown?
Godzilla.
I don't know. What that one.
Because that should be the same one as the one where that fights Kong and Godzilla versus Kong.
He has
because that one he does have the atomic blast.
Yeah, he has out. Like radioactivity.
Yeah,
like so that's kind of an ongoing thing, which it's so cool in this. It's like it's it's
dude, the sounds
of
all this
is so good. Like the low rumble, like.
The roar.
Yeah, dude, his roar sounds
iconic.
So good. It sounds so good. It's like I mean, that's if you were just listening to this movie and you just heard that roar, You can't mistake it.
Oh, that's Godzilla.
That's definitely Godzilla. Which makes me want to go through and hear like a supercut. There's got to be a supercut of all Godzilla sounds.
Godzilla.
And they all kind of have a little bit of a similarity. Like they're a little,
I know there's a bunch of like, especially the older movies, there's a bunch of like just crazy ones. Of course, there's ones where he fought like Mothra and Godzilla and Mechagodzilla. But there are some other ones where I think he had a kid where it was like the miniature Godzilla too that he had with them. There's just so much Godzilla stuff out there.
I mean, it's the never ending. I mean,
like even right now with the -1, like there's -1, and then there's still the other one because I think they're coming out with another Godzilla versus Kong movie too. I think it'll be like the third one.
I semi believe it, dude. The way the world is going right now, the last couple of years.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I would not.
They say the 20th century, right? What is it? 21st century? Is that where we're
21st? We're 21st century. Yeah, we're 21st. We're 21st. That's where we are. That's where we are. Yeah, I'm waiting for Godzilla to like. He's like chilling. I like to think of him chilling in the ocean, and then he's like, "All right, I'm gonna come up every what? Let's say every 3,000, 5,000 years.
Every McRib."
Yeah. He's gonna come in and just like demand a McRib. It's not gonna be in season, and he's gonna be like, "All right, I'm burning this mother down." Okay. And he comes up. That's why he's just like, man, the ice cream machine don't work, and there's no McRib.
Yeah.
Atomic breath everywhere.
Everywhere. There is one scene too. So like after they landed, they're like unpacking everything, getting the base camp set up. There's line. I can't remember if they said it in the English dub, but they had the subtitles on it because it was said in the Japanese dub. But there's a line that somebody says, "You don't need to unpack the medical supplies." That's the one thing you need to unpack and make sure it's out there.
No, we ain't trying to save nobody, okay? This is for people who are going to live. It's a suicide mission, right? They say that in there like several times.
Oh, yeah, just because of the plan. His plan is basically full-on combat with Godzilla to figure out, because he has a kind of shield that he creates around himself, and they're trying to figure out, all right, where is this coming from? What organ is it? We got to pinpoint it, but in order to pinpoint it, we got to go fight him, get close up, pinpoint it, and then go fight him again to implant these EMP bombs inside of him to disturb it, and then we can take him out.
It's just forget about it. Like they with the earlier in the thing, they were like, we hit him with like 20 tons of nuclear blast.
It's 150 tons of nuclear blast, and he's still walking around.
Yeah, he shrugged it off. He was like, Here's what you do though, because Godzilla, they're like kind of predict how old he is. They're like, I think he's got to be over 20,000 years old, dude.
Could it be the same one? Could it be an offspring? Don't really know.
I think it's super because he can't turn his neck. You know what I'm saying? Like he just he's
He's got to turn his whole body.
Like Godzilla is old, dude. Just you know what I'm saying? Like kick him in his knee or something like that. Say
make a 1-inch step.
Get a little like uneven ground and lose his footing, come down on his own weight, dead like an old person. You know what I'm saying? Just dust. If he hits the ground. Dusted him. I do like how scary they make him though. Like
when they zoom in on his face. So good.
Like he's like I don't know what he's made out of. He looks like he's made out of like
almost like metal or
shards.
Rock.
Like he's like rocks or shards or something like that.
Yeah.
So the way he's like interpreted, the way he sounds, how sinister it all is, it just makes me want to watch all, because I haven't really watched a whole lot of other
Godzilla stuff.
I mean, how much have you watched? Like a lot of, are you into the like?
So I know I've seen some of the old ones. I know I watched that new one with Ferris Bueller. I watched. Let's see, was it the -1? Which one? I watched the one where he started off like this weird, dumb-looking creature with
Mm-hmm.
bulging eyes, and
Mm-hmm.
then morphed into Godzilla. I seen that one. Of course, I seen the Godzillas, and then the Kong versus this one. I need to watch the -1. That's the one I haven't seen yet.
I hear it's the
Uh,
best.
and then there's also, I think there's a show too on Apple TV called
Mm-hmm.
Monarchs. I think that's what it's called.
I think,
I
yeah.
think that's based on Godzilla and all the monsters and everything. I know my mom watches it. She told me about it. I just haven't watched it yet. And then there was the animated show. Do you remember that too? After the new one came out, or the 2000s one came out with Ferris Bueller.
No.
There's an animated show depicted on that version of Godzilla that looks more like it was leaner and longer legs and stuff.
He's got to have long legs because every time you
Yeah.
see Godzilla coming out of the ocean,
Oh yeah,
I know,
swimming,
like,
jumping, kind of like a frog.
Yeah, but I'm like, the ocean is deep and
Yeah.
Godzilla is up here. Here's the
Walking.
ocean. Yeah, like
he's on his tippy toes.
Yeah, he's how's he doing that? He's got floaties or something. I don't know how he's doing
got floaties. But yeah, but that, like I said, that roar is iconic. Like
kind of
something about it. Yeah,
It's oinking or something.
A chicken.
A chicken, maybe. I only have a couple. Where's all the robots that are like, unmanned? This is why we need robots. One,
drone
robots to kind of like fight your battle for you, because these guys.
That was day two, because when the aliens came, because obviously there's aliens.
You gotta have aliens.
That came. Oh, hey, if you let us land on your planet, we'll give you the tools needed to get rid of Godzilla. And I guess they had Mecha Godzilla exists. They just couldn't power it up in this movie, in this world.
Yeah, of course.
And I'm guessing there are some AI systems too that weren't capable of figuring out a way to defeat Godzilla either.
Apparently not. So, you gotta use Claude these days. Everybody's jumped off of ChatGPT. You gotta get on Claude. It's got the algorithm to figure out how to. And then they're still using gas, by the way. They're still, every now and then they're like, oh, I'm running out of gas. I'm like, how far are we into the future? And we still
rely on gas.
Yeah, we still. The guy's like, I gotta stop at the Q. Y'all got a QT nearby? Yeah. QT.
Gotta go stop.
These gas
it's cheap
prices.
Right now.
Like we're in the future. Find some alternative fuel sources to power that flying motorbike that has a gun attached to it.
Oh, and this is one of my gripes too. Is in the beginning when he's in the ship, he got the guards surrounding him, pointing guns at it, and there's like windows and stuff. And I'm just thinking like, okay, this ship is supposed to survive in space, supposed to be able to travel in it. Are you telling me these guys can shoot out those windows with just regular guns?
No, dude.
How safe is this shit?
Yeah. And just take off, bro. Just take off. What are they gonna do? Put your shields up. They got little pistols, like a little handgun.
It's like, come on,
dog. Let's see here. I wrote some other stuff down.
What was it? Oh, there was one scene that stuck out to me. So it's like as they're defeating Godzilla, they got him. They set the traps. He fell for it. They got him captured. They're about to end him, and the way he turned, they have Godzilla turn and look, and he's basically making eye contact with Haru. For a second, the way his face looked almost seemed like somber or sad. Like if you go back and watch that scene, like for a quick second, it just looks like he's like sad or just like old or just over it, because he goes to do one last atomic bomb, and then which ultimately like kind of makes him implode on himself and explodes, and that's how they defeat him. But there was just like a real quick scene that happened. I'm just like, if that was what it was, that was an interesting choice.
Put a little tear there, and maybe have him hold a sign up and go, "Please end me," because he can't die.
End me.
Like I've been alive for 10,000 years, dog, and I can't die. I can't die.
It's like Tom Hanks at the end of Green Mile. Still alive.
I was tired, boss. I was tired, boss. He gave him that Green Mile speech, like, please get me out of here. A little bit. Spoilers. They do end him. He does explode. and they celebrate, but it's a very short celebration. Because
how short it is.
Because come to find out, Mount Rushmore is probably just Godzilla taking a nap. One day, a mountain is
the
just
real Godzilla.
He's gonna Mount Everest is not a mountain; it's just Godzilla, just waiting, just laying down. And he's like, "I'm gonna get up real quick." You know what I'm saying? Because
get up and stretch.
Yeah, yo, dude, this how big is this Godzilla? Because the first one dies, or they kill it, and then they're like, "Okay, there's something even bigger." Which is
more radiation,
more everything,
more powerful.
He can whip fire out of his tail or whatever
dude,
that is.
Was such a cool move.
I was like, "Yo, dude, hey, okay, now if you were Haru, you go, all right, I made some mistakes. You know what? Let's the moon doesn't sound bad.
The moon ain't sounding bad. Maybe Leland was right. Maybe Leland did die for nothing.
He really did. He was like." Which, by the way, he gets killed. Leland gets killed, and they're like, "All right, let's put Haru in charge now." And he's like, "All right, everybody."
The guy who's in prison, who's out on parole.
And his idea was this: if he would have just if he would have saved those old people, he would have been like, he would have resorted to just throwing old people. Let's just get all the old people, and we're gonna throw them as hard, throw them as hard as you can at Godzilla. That's gonna be
just drop them right onto Godzilla.
That's what he's trying to do. He's just throwing everybody at Godzilla, and they're just falling left and right, and they're like, put this guy in charge, and they're like, this is not a good idea. And you know what? Come to find out, I mean, they win. They do win a little bit, but then also they don't win. They come to find out, not so great. Not a great leader. I mean, but he figured it out. They did figure it out, and he has the gusto. Because what is that alien? The other alien that's
his name is.
Memphis.
Memphis.
We'll just call him Memphis. Memphis.
Yeah, Memphis out here. Yeah, knowing stuff, but not telling you, buddy.
Yeah, he is
he's being shisty
a little bit, and he's also got this sinister laugh a little bit, kind of chuckles to himself when he's walking around, thinking about stuff, and he's like, and I'm like,
because Leland gives him command, or the way everything's structured is he's supposed to take command because he's the lead. Priest for the committee that's in charge, but he's all like, "Yeah, I'm supposed to be in charge, but Haru's gonna be in charge. I'm subverting this command to him because I believe in his vision."
Memphis he sees something inside Haru. He's like, you got the moxie, all right.
Yeah, you got that moxie.
You got that moxie, kid. You're gonna lead us to victory, and I believe in you.
Because he has a line that he says to him too. He's all like, your generation was the one who was there when this happened, when Godzilla showed up. You saw the destruction, but yet the way you're talking is like you want to go see him, like you want to have this interaction with him. You're not like everybody else who's trying to get away from him. You're the one who's running to him.
He's trying to, he's got a score to settle. He's like, he saw it come to Earth, or he saw it rise up and destroy Earth, and he's like, you destroyed my Legos. I had Legos in that room. Everything I had on Earth was on Earth, and you burned it down, and now
burned it down.
I'm coming back. And there was another line. Real quick. Memphis tells him, "Do as your soul cries out to do."
Yeah, because it takes off his ankles.
Yeah, he does that. But then Haru responds. He goes, "Yeah," that. His response to that, he "Do as your soul cries out to do."
Yeah,
and he goes, "Yeah." I'm like,
"Yeah."
I guess he's not real smart. He's like, yeah.
Easily manipulated, it seems.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
There's another scene in the beginning too when we see Haru as a kid. His grandpa's pulling him. He's looking out the window because he see Godzilla come up, and the main point of this scene is he's looking at one of the ships leaving. That's the whole main point of this scene. And this is a choice somebody made because they could have just had the window by itself with the ship going by. But somebody decided to put in there a lady walking in front of him with a clear a certain angle of the camera. And these spacesuits aren't like skimpy, but they're pretty form-fitting.
Yes.
And they made it a point to put her right there in front of the ship.
Yeah.
Like, there's no need for that.
Yeah, that was random because, like, they didn't do it a whole lot, but that one was like...
like, somebody did that on there.
Yeah, they're like, can we... It's probably some guy who was working there. He's like, hey, can we have some fan service?
Do you know what anime is?
Yeah, do you know anime at all, dude? We gotta have some fan service. They're like, we're not gonna do it. And he's like, all right, well, I'm just gonna have this lady walking by.
Sneak this in.
He drew it in there. He's like, oh, they don't even know. There is an after credit scene too.
Yes, there is.
I don't remember the what was that? Was it El Dorado? Remember the Road to? Was it Road to El Dorado?
Was it Road?
It's that cartoon. It's the cartoon with the two guys.
Atlantis. Yeah, Road to El Dorado.
Road to El Dorado, and they go to they're like in some like kind of Aztec.
It's in the jungle.
Yeah,
they find the missing city,
and there's a
gold.
The city of gold. There's but there's a girl in the show. And she's got like this, she's scantily clad and she's got all this stuff on.
Very tribal, kind of,
Very hippie, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
For those of you who know. But there's Haru finds himself awake, which makes me think that I'm guessing there are probably some people that figure out how to survive on Earth with all these monsters, which
it looks like he's in a cave, so it might be underground.
He's underground, yeah, probably with these native Earthlings, I guess, who figured it out. And part 2, and also part 3, right? There's from what I saw in the synopsis, it said this is, I think it's a 3-part series, like it's 3 movies, right? Or is there more?
We'll get that to the facts.
Okay, get that into the facts. Wait, there was, I think there's maybe one other thing I had to address.
I'm trying to think. Is that scene
on the
that Godzilla, real Godzilla?
Oh,
there's another scene after real Godzilla popped up for me. Is we got Memphis too walking up, and he's just talking. He's just mansplaining or alien-splaining. And it's like, because he's said it before, or they had him mention that other planets, because their planet was destroyed. There's been other planets that have been destroyed. They've been without their planets longer. But it seems like, because Haru, one of his ideas is this some kind of divine intervention, from God, from the universe, and this is just man suffering for their arrogance or something like that. And then Memphis is having his own monologue, and he calls Godzilla. He's like, so you finally, he says, it's for us it's been 20 years, for you it's been 20,000 years. It's like, you finally revealed yourself king of destruction. But in the English dub, he says, instead of king of destruction, he says king of monsters.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Because the aliens, they had to leave their Earth or their planet to find another planet to inhabit. And I think that did they show at the beginning there was probably 2 other alien.
Yeah, there's another alien
group that,
but I don't think we've seen them yet.
Okay,
I believe.
I don't think.
I think Memphis was part of the first group that they showed.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I only have one other gripe. We don't know anything about anybody on any of this movie.
Except they all have weird names.
They all have weird names.
Galagoo.
Galagoo. I'm not going to follow some guy into battle named Galagoo. I'm not calling you Galagoo. I'm going to call you G.
I better guess your mama's favorite game on arcade.
You know what? Galagoo, your brother Pac-Mun, Donkey Son. They just we just have characters here, and I like have no attachment to any of them. There's a girl too, and she keeps popping up, and he's like, "What are you doing here?" She's like, "I've got to get stronger," and I'm like, "I don't even know your name, okay? Like, we don't know."
Well, that's they too, because she even
backstories.
said, she's like, "This is the only way I can finally get to meet you in real life."
And you go,
so it's all like,
you don't even know who he is. He doesn't know who he is. We don't know who he is.
This would be like some childhood friend or something, you know? I was like, nope.
They made this movie without like any kind of backstory for anybody. I'm like, maybe it'll show up in the other movies.
Yeah, hopefully. That's probably why they wrote the other two movies.
Yeah, they're like, oh snap, we forgot to make these. We forgot to make them into characters. Like, we gotta write these characters, guys. It's too late. Too late. The movie's over.
Too late.
All right, hit us with some facts, Joe Baines.
All right. Let's get into the facts of Godzilla, Planet of the Monsters. So this was first released in Japan in Japanese theaters in November of 2017. And then it was out there for a few months, and then it finally released worldwide on Netflix in January of 2018. And this was this was kind of a co-director movie. So it was co-directed by Kuwa Shizuno and Hiroyuki Shishita, with the script handled by Gen Urobuchi and the music composition by Takayuki Hatari, with the studio that animated this being Polygon Pictures, who was the studio that also brought us Ajin and some other stuff.
Nice. You know, I don't know what year Ajin was, but this looks pretty good.
I wanted this book.
This looked pretty good, right?
Seemed like they got a lot better.
Yeah, they were like, I mean, because there was a couple times they pushed in on some of the characters' faces, and they're like screaming and needing emotion, and it did remind me a little bit of Ajin, but it was a little bit
of that dead eye.
Yeah, a little bit of dead eye. I'm like, I don't know if he really cares that guy just died. You know, like, you know,
I don't know if he really cares about these old people.
Yeah, that's the scene. That's the scene. I'm like, you know.
Yeah. So there's that. There is a music theme for this film called Whiteout. It is performed by Jai. I believe it was the song that played at the credits. I believe that was it.
Mm-hmm.
So it was all that. And so Haru's voice actor, so his Japanese voice actor is pretty huge. This guy has been in a lot. Namely being, he is Doma in Demon Slayer. He is most famously known for being the voice actor of Light Yagami in Death Note.
Haven't watched it yet. Do we need to put that on the list? I've never seen.
We'll put that on the list.
Never seen it.
We'll put that on the list. He's also Axel from Lazarus.
Nice.
And he's got a bunch of stuff. I believe he is also K in Ajin too. I believe. I want to say he's K. Or that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was his Japanese voice actor. His English voice actor, Nyosi Chris. Nyosi? I can't how do you say his name. He's been in a lot of stuff too. Then we got some Memphis's voice actor, Takahiro Sakurai. He's also another big Japanese voice actor. He's also in Demon Slayer. He plays Giyu Tomiyaka. He plays the water Hashira. He's also in Ajin as well. He plays Geto JKK. And he is coincidentally would be the Japanese dub actor for Robert Pattinson.
Just anything that Robert Pattinson does.
It's a Twilight series, the Batman, Lighthouse, like mostly everything so far that I could see that Robert Pattinson's been in. He's voiced him. This one popped out at me. He also is a dub actor for Kuta Kinte in the Roots remake.
Whoa.
yeah, that's a crazy
that
one
is
right off the bat.
Crazy.
That one stuck out to me when I was going through the list of his dubbing roles. I was all like, yo, that's wild.
Yo, who?
I was like, I didn't know they did that.
Yeah. Why would you want to?
Seems more like an American thing.
Yeah, like, hey, you know what? I want to see this show. Somebody dub it for me.
Then we got Yuko, who is the girl, her Japanese voice actor, Kana Hanazawa. She is also in Demon Slayer. She plays Mitsuri, which is the pink-haired girl. And she is also the voice actor for Saria, which is our gorilla girl from Fruit of the Evolution. She voices her.
Oh yeah.
Then we have her English voice actor, Christina V, who voices Mio in K-On, the bass player. And she also voices Sailor Mars in the Viz's redub of Sailor Moon and in Sailor Moon Crystal. She voices Sailor Mars. Yeah, pretty much. I just looked at mainly these three because it seemed like these three were really big in this, at least in this first part. It seemed like they were mostly the main group of characters we were following.
Does that mean, you know what, you make me think though, I'm like, do I need to find either a Japanese, I'm trying to think of movies or TV shows that come to America. If I can find somebody that has a similar voice as I do, then I could do all of their work. You know what I'm saying? Like I would just be attached to, you know, something's like, hey,
just that guy.
Yeah, I'm just that guy. Like, hey, dude, I'm your voice twin, okay? And
I'm your English voice actor.
Yeah, it's just like, hey, we sound exactly alike, dude. Like I
exactly the same.
I think we could do that. Would be the way to break into the market. You know what I'm saying?
That's how you do it. Which, by the way, so I will say, the English voice actor for Haru, Chris, made his voice, I feel like, a whole lot deeper than the Japanese voice actor, because his English voice just feels so too low for his character. That's what it felt like when I was watching it. Memphis, I kind of grew on it, but when he first started talking in English, I was just like, it sounded a little bit too nasally, like too nerdy. I was like even like, you look more like an elf, and Elena Bloom never sounded this nerdy.
yeah, he does look like an elf. I didn't watch this one in the sub, so I watched it straight in the dub just because, it's an hour. How long is this movie? An hour and a half?
Hour and a half, hour 45 minutes.
About, somewhere around there.
Around there.
I'm okay with it. I mean, they voices in Japanese usually, I feel like, unless you're like, let's see here, unless you're like an assassin or
an old man,
or maybe like a koala with shades on.
Shades on.
Yeah, you have a low voice, you know, and everybody else has high pitched voices. Everybody else is played by a woman. Okay, so
but that's pretty much it. Like I said, it's maybe there is the first part of a 3-part trilogy.
Okay.
The second one being City on the Edge of Battle, and then the third one being Planet Eater.
Planet Eater?
Eater, yep.
Okay.
Planet Eater.
Are we ready to guac talk this or what?
Let's guac talk this bad boy.
I'm going to go ahead and say that I jumped ahead a little bit. I didn't watch, but I did see.
That's the second part.
I watched the trailer. I watched the trailers of the other ones.
The quick little Netflix.
The quick little Netflix synopsis. Did you watch any of the trailers, or do you have no?
I haven't.
It is okay. So it looks like it's gonna go off the rails. Not like it's gonna. They're gonna fight Godzilla. They're gonna try to figure out how to fight this like super mega Godzilla.
Yeah.
And let's just say Memphis has a bigger part in this series than we think. So it is intriguing. I wonder if we continue to not have any backstory. Okay, so that's here's where I will start to get in on this show and kind of give you my guac talk part about this. I know the movie's called Godzilla. Okay, so that means that we're going to be focusing on Godzilla. But we have to have these characters, and there are characters who are in peril, and there are some characters that lose their life, and but I feel nothing for any of these people who are, you know, like there's a very loose story to all of this. It's all like, you know, we all know.
There's no real attachments to them yet.
There's no real attachments. I feel no like,
which is also part of Artu's main thing of going back and fighting Godzilla, is to reclaim their humanity, because in space they lost that part of themselves.
I think so, yes. But also, I would like to know, like, give me also the attached part of this. Like, let me see what you did lose. Let me see, where there was humanity, and let me, like, because then we could put some stakes on this thing. Like, we could start to, like, okay, he's gonna risk his life, or Leland gave up his life, or Yuko is, like some of these things that happen in the show, in the movie, you just like, I have no feeling or emotion behind, like I can't.
The motivations don't seem as solid.
Yeah, I think that's what we're saying. Like, that's what we're feeling. I mean, we get it intrinsically. We're trying to save humanity, and we're willing to give up our lives to, have a home, and we get all that just because we get it as like, as humankind. But as far as like a story goes, I am having a hard time grasping and caring about these people these refugees who are trying to fight back and are willing to give up their lives.
Yeah.
Though, I mean, Godzilla looks amazing. He sounds amazing. The battle is fun. Good.
I mean, there is some kind of there are higher stakes because they can no longer return back to the mothership.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They're like, their ways of returning back is getting slimmer and slimmer, to the point where they have to fight Godzilla and win or lose.
Yeah, and I think that's the whole thing. I will say, I guess that's probably the whole thing, is that it isn't really terribly about one person or one person's motivations. It's about humankind wanting to reclaim a place. When you're pushed to the brink of, death, what do you have left, and what do what are we willing to fight for, and all those kind of things. I think that's where we are with this. I feel like it needs some sort of like humanity infused in between some of this, in between some of the battles, or like before the battles. Give us a little bit of that. We don't have to go like Demon Slayer level of backstory, you know what I'm saying? Like,
crazy, and just give us something substantial.
Yeah, give me like a little small Easter egg, a photo of his family, and he looks back at it, or him reminiscing about what he lost and where he is now, or something to kind of really latch onto to humanize
just
the whole thing.
A quick flashback. Everybody had their person they lost. Yeah. A quick flashing of that person, just like 5 seconds, 10 seconds at most.
Ground it some way for me, just a little bit, so that I can have a little bit of attachment to the rest of the story. That's my only real gripe. Besides that, it's fun. If I were to give this like 1 out of 10.
1 out of 10.
Atomic breath.
Old people.
Oh.
how many old people tossing at Godzilla?
Yeah, how many old people are you gonna throw at Godzilla? I mean, I am intrigued. It makes I kind of wanna. Now that I saw the trailer for the next 2, I went and saw both of them, and I almost wanted to see the next one. So it makes me feel like I'm higher than a 5. I'd probably say, but would I recommend it to somebody who?
Or like your Godzilla friends that who are fans of Godzilla. Would you like see like, hey, have you watched this? What are your thoughts on this?
On this, man, that's tough. Because I really think they almost have something like really good, like some really interesting. Like, I love the concept of a lot of this stuff, like Godzilla pushing people off Earth, coming back and having to defeat Godzilla so that you can reclaim Earth. That whole concept is very strong. Like, the idea that
seems like you got some new powers too, especially with that tail whip.
That fire tail whip. And whenever we see him blast somebody out of the sky, every time with a little like just laser, just whoop. It's like, and it makes the coolest, and anything in its way, it is just going right through it, and it's just so cool. It's just, I don't know about the rest of it. I'll go ahead and stick to it. I'll just go ahead and put that set of 5. 5 for me. 50-50 down the way. I might watch a little bit of this one. I might tell somebody, hey, not bad.
It's like the first Avatar movie.
Yeah.
All visual.
yeah. A little bit all visual. Explosions. Where are you with this one?
With me, see, I enjoyed it. Like I said, it's a Godzilla movie. I've watched a Godzilla movie before. It has some of the iconic themes of Godzilla, his roar, his theme music, the way his atomic blasts are, the way it powers up, all the sound design stuff is good. The way he looks really good. I liked his design on this one, especially with the actual Godzilla that we pop out at the end, because they do make mention to you of that. Is that Godzilla, the real Godzilla popped out at the end, would have just kept growing. Would have just kept gotten bigger and bigger. It's one of those. I think it's kind of the same thing with like fish. Like depending on the kind of size tank you put them in, they'll keep growing to a certain point. The bigger and bigger a tank or space something has, the bigger they'll grow. So it's that type of evolutionary growth that Godzilla had. That's why he's so massive now. We also, like I said, I'm with you on story where there's like it doesn't seem like there's no real attachments yet, just with the characters, their motivations. Like I said, I do like the aspect of the shady government type stuff. I do really feel like, even though there was a line when Hadi was talking to Yuko about it, he's like, because they were talking about the ship blowing up, and he was saying, it's like, I really don't want to think that bad about the committee, about the people in charge, because I don't want to, I want some form of humanity left in me. I don't want to be too generic in me, but I honestly do feel like they had something to do with that purposefully, just because of what he did. And everything else, like I said, it really does feel like to me, like I said, I had the same issue with Avatar. It was all visual, it all looked good. The storyline was just not there, though. It's like it's a hard story to follow. It does have me peak because of Memphis. Like Memphis is the one thing keeping me on, because it does feel like either him or his species know a lot more than they are saying. So that's one thing to keep me going and motivated to watch the rest of this trilogy. And also seeing how humanity survived, because we get that random girl. Because we do see her in the beginning too. You see her in the background of running through the forest.
Yes, that's right. She's like watching.
They do kind of implement the fact, oh, hey, there's something else survived, and it's probably humanity. See how humanity survived. And it's with that being said, it's like, all right, so there were people who got left behind on Earth and were just stuck there. And also going back to the space travel part too, because even Memphis says, like, it's only been 20 years with these people and they can't handle it, like they're already going back to the Earth. But that's another reason they're going back, because they're run out of resources. So it's that whole thing of too, like, since we're in a time era of space exploration, wanted to go look and find other planets, see if they're habitable, going to explore the stars, you do have to think, okay, how much resources do we actually need to survive? How long can we survive what we have before we have to come back? With just the psychology of it, there were people who were crazy, and going to the fact that there are kids being born on that ship that were never born on Earth, that don't even know what Earth was. And so that brings into another mind of that possibility in the future of if we do end up going to space, if we do end up colonizing Mars, like with those kids on Mars never seeing Earth versus the people who went there from Earth, like that differentiation of generations, like getting all that side of it, it's really interesting to me to see, like, okay, that is an interesting part to where someday, maybe in the future, there will be people who are never born on Earth and who will probably never set foot on Earth.
They won't even
but
know
are part of the human species.
They won't even know who Beyonce is, the Queen Bee.
Wouldn't even know who Beyonce, no Queen Bee. Never know the Kendrick Drake feud.
Won't know the true Iceman, making a comeback.
But you know what they will know? They'll know Denny's.
They'll know what's up. They'll know what's up. How many?
Going all in all,
How
how
many
many old people
are you throwing at
am I
Godzilla?
throwing at this? Ooh, man. I'll go 6.
Okay.
I'll go 6.
Okay.
Because like I said, I do really love how Godzilla looks in this movie. As far as the other stuff go, I will say Wall-E handled that situation a lot better in their movie. They should have got the writers for Wall-E and
Yo, hey, you get those Wall-E writers on any other movie. They figured that movie out, dude. I got a little golden book. You know, remember the old golden books? They turned the movie into a golden book. They wrote that mug up too, and I'm like, every time I read that book, I'm crying. Yeah, that's right. I'm reading children's books.
Yeah, that's right.
On the regular.
I can read.
I can barely read. Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy. Well, guys, let us know what you thought of Monster Mayhem. Let us know what you think of Godzilla. Let us know what your favorite iteration of Godzilla is, whether it be old, classic, the brand new ones, this one, animated one. Let us know what your favorite Godzilla is in those comments. And while you're in those comments, let us know how you're liking this podcast, guys. And let us know if you have any recommendations for movies. Because like I said, we're always down to watch a movie, no matter what it is, what it be, if it be about monsters, if it be about slice of life, if it be about action adventure. Let us know what your recommendations are in those comments. And while you're there, also give us those likes, those shares, turn on those notifications so you know when this podcast drops, which is every Monday, where you can listen and watch us, which is YouTube, Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts. Really listen to us, that's where we are. And you can also go to our website, anime-me.com, where you cannot find only this episode, but all the other list of episodes, all the other monster shows we have captured, all the other things we have, because we have a lot of them, guys. And we also got the links to our socials and podcast platforms that's there. And as always, guys, we got our merch there as well. Because what is the main thing all these have is drip, guys. And you want to be dripped out. You know what I'm saying?
Or farming
at the max, guys. Well, I've been JoAngel with Toho, Sal, and we'll see you on the next one. Laters.
Peace.
これはアニメミーでした。これから帰国の旅を始めます。ご清聴ありがとうございました。
Something that I have never had an issue with.
Yeah, yeah. What is up with it? They were like, "Hey, we fixed the." I was like, "I didn't know it was broken. I didn't know.
I didn't know that something was wrong.
I didn't know anything was wrong. Have I been using it like?
Have I not been using it?
Have I not been using it properly?
Yeah.
Yo, we are doing it, Joe Bangs.
We are doing it.
Have you had, let's see here, what was the thing I just saw recently? I was like, there's a new, like, food collaboration. Oh, the What's Up Denny's.
No, I need to go. I need to go get it.
What is it? What do they call it? I don't even know what it's
Smash
called.
Burger. It's like the Mosh Pit Burger. Basically a burger with the hole cut in the middle and with cheese sticks stuffed inside it.
Yeah, the Moss Burger. The Moss Burger.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a chance, though, that those guys... How do I sound, by the way? Am I right?
Yeah, you're good.
Those guys could go on tour. Or like, yo, if they did a
the most
Denny's
iconic
tour
moment in history.
That would be dope if they did like a Denny's tour. Like imagine those
the stage
guys.
has to be set up as a Denny's.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Like you show
or
up
they just
to
go and play at a Denny's.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like every Denny's, just no stage. You're just like there on a Saturday night.
Right by the kitchen.
Eating your Moss burgers and like the guys, what's up, Denny's? Yo,
what's up? Yeah.
That I mean, I don't know if that could be a possibility, but there are rumors. I don't know if they spread it or who's spreading it, but they were like, if we get enough likes or something like that, then
we'll go
Denny's
on tour.
will go on tour. That would be the dopest.
I did try the that Mandalorian Grogu meal at Burger King when I was in Colorado.
Okay, yeah, that's the other one I saw.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's pretty good. Basically just like a barbecue burger with I think like fried pickles on it. And then they had the little shake, just like a Grogu cookie shake or something. It tasted like marshmallows to me. Then they had little potato cheese bites. That was pretty good. And then just chicken fries and garlic with like a garlic seasoning on it.
I'm just trying to figure out what the tie-in here is. You know, sometimes they have to do like some sort of theme, like something.
Yeah, well, I guess the cowboy burger, I guess, because he's a bounty hunter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Space cowboy.
The Grogu shake was because like the cookie, I guess, the cookies that he eats in season 2. Right?
Okay.
The blue cookies. Yeah.
They could have put a frog in there somewhere, you know, some sort of.
They could have put a frog in there. Funny, Alonzo was saying that it was just Grogu blended up.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, is this just like green alien crushed up Grogu?
Crushed up Grogu. Yeah, that's what I had. What other food things? So on my flight, hey, let me tell you the story about this flight real quick.
Oh, snap.
To get to Colorado.
Yo, you flew first class.
All first class. So, okay, I leave here from Austin. I had a layover in Minneapolis. Minneapolis going to Denver, Colorado. So my flight from here left at like 6:30, 6:40, somewhere around there. Anyways, I got to the airport early as I always do. So get there, waiting.
Wait, how early do you get? Are you one of those 3 hours early kind of people?
I had to go 3. I went like 2 hour and a half early. That's because it was like a morning, and by the time I got there, the gates weren't open anyways to security.
Yo, you beat
I beat TSA there, bro. I was like, God, how is the airport still open right now?
You waking people up to show up, man. Like, hey, I'll
call them in. Hey, you coming to work?
I need you to check me in.
Yeah. Anyway, so I check my stuff in, get through security, go chill at my gate, chilling. Everything's going good. We're leaving. Get on the plane. Which, by the way, don't let this experience dictate on whether to get a first class ticket or not. I suggest everybody should get a first class ticket just once in your life, just to experience it. Even if it's domestic or whatever, just experience it. You feel how bougie you are.
I like that.
You get bougie.
You're immediately like, these towels aren't even warm. I mean, what
is this?
What is this? My house?
My house. Anyway, so I get there. I get a window seat. I always get a window seat so if I can. The thing about that, I flew Delta, so I was able to pick my seat. So I picked the window seat. So we get there. You know, they got the little water, got the little headphones and stuff. Got the screen, can watch movies or whatever. So they had, I wouldn't say they had full access to Crunchyroll on there, but they had some stuff from Crunchyroll. So they had One Piece that you could watch. Strangely, they had Reborn as a vending machine on there.
Oh my God. Hey, you know.
But it was just 3 episodes. Like each anime was just the first 3 episods. It was so weird.
That is weird.
Like, I guess. But I need to say, what did I end up watching? I think I just ended up watching Shrek. No, I watched Wall-E. That's what it was. I watched Wall-E because Wall-E was like a 2-hour movie. So I was like trying to time it with the flight.
Perfect amount of time.
The perfect amount of time.
There's nothing like like landing on the tarmac and watching the movie finish as you like pull up to the gate. You're like, perfect
so I'm watching Wall-E from Austin to Minneapolis to my layover. So I'm like, all right, cool. We're getting there. We're going to arrive early to Minneapolis. While I'm in the air, I get a notification that my my flight from Minneapolis to Denver has been delayed about 2 hours.
Oh, no.
So, because I was supposed to get there, we were supposed to leave at like, I think, was it 10 or 9? It's an hour difference between here and Colorado. So, and that was a 2-hour flight from Minneapolis to Denver. So it would have just, time-wise, it would have just looked like we only flew 1 hour. But yeah, so instead of getting there at 12, I was now going to get there at 2. So like, all right, whatever. I'll just chill, walk around the airport. Never been to that airport before. So I'm go walk around and see what they got. I don't know. So I get my breakfast on this first flight between Austin and Minneapolis. So I get the waffles, right? Dude, as soon as like I put my fork into the waffle, it just like fell apart. Like, I don't know how you feel about waffles. To me, waffles should be sturdy. They need to be sturdy.
I
not
mean,
mush.
yeah, that sounds like a Lego My Ego situation, bro. Like,
Yeah.
it ain't real. It ain't real.
Yeah. But I mean, it was still kind of good, but you know, it was just a weird feeling. I was like, you left the waffle out too long.
Yeah, they didn't get that much
Yeah.
from Waffle House. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, you know what I'm
you need
saying?
you need a waffle that can.
It wasn't no Denny's. It wasn't no Denny's. You know what I'm saying? So I'm chilling at the airport, and then I get another notification that it's delayed even longer.
Oh snap, dude!
So the whole thing was I guess there was a maintenance issue with the original plane. So I was like, yeah, cool, yeah, I understand that, fix it.
Oh yeah,
Get it done.
actually, you want them to go ahead and delay. They were like, "Hey, we
Yeah.
have some maintenance
Yeah.
problems, but we're gonna see if we're good in the sky." You know what?
They try to be the next Spirit, you know.
Cancel that mode.
So I guess it was a bigger problem than they thought because we had to wait for a flight from Atlanta to get to Minneapolis so we could take that plane to Denver. So needless to say, I was at this airport for like 6 hours.
Oh my gosh, dude. That is the worst. And how big was that? How big was the Minneapolis airport? Not very big? Or?
It was
because the longer the delay at an airport and the bigger it is, it's okay. But if it's small,
it wasn't that big. It was,
and you have a long delay.
It was bigger than Abilene Regional, smaller than Austin.
Not big enough for a 6-hour delay, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, you walked around the whole airport 3 times.
I was trying to look for a place to take a nap. Like, ain't gonna sleep out here.
Hey, and then they probably don't let you take naps. You know, all the chairs have armrests, so you can't even lay down.
Oh yeah. My broken leg was all like, cause I was texting him too. I was like, yo, I'm stuck at this airport. He's like, that sucks. He's like, are you gonna leave and go back? Or I was like, I don't know. I was like, I'm not sure I'm pretty sure I probably could have left and then rechecked in, but I was all like, I don't want to chance it because this was before the second delay. I was all like, if I leave and they're all of a sudden, oh hey, we got to fix, and I'm all the way in.
You're at a Dave and Buster's on a roll. You were like, hey, I can't make it, man. I'm up to 20,000 tickets, bro. I've already spent $50.
Trying to get that PlayStation 1 that's up there.
Well, I'm like 100,000 tickets short of it. I live in Minneapolis now.
Living in Minneapolis, yeah, for real. That's what it felt like.
Oh snap!
But eventually we got there. I watched Napoleon Dynamite on the way to Denver, so that was all good.
The perfect amount of time again, probably.
Yeah, and so anyways, we get there. It's pretty cool. Had a good time.
Well, at least the flight was good. It was just the delays.
Yeah, it was just that delay,
right?
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh yeah.
Dang, dude.
I will say the concert was, dude, it was the setup, the lineup was weird. It threw me off because it was one of the opener bands was called Potato Pirates. So we get there. Yeah, we get there. They're playing. We're like, all right, cool. Yeah, let's check them out. After they ended, we're like, all right, probably the second opener because the way the flyer was, it was them. I can't remember what this other band name was, but then Five Iron and then Aquabats. And they're like, all right, that's probably gonna be the second opener. We went in the merch line, got this shirt, another shirt, and I got a little patch sheet or a sheet where you could cut the patches out. Got that. Then we're sitting outside of the room and we hear the songs. So I was like, is that Five Iron? We're like, no way. Like, let's go check. It showed up third play. They went on second.
Yeah. What? You were like,
we're just like, okay, all right.
And you guys probably had like a good, were y'all like, you were trying to be up front or what? Or y'all, are you?
Oh, like, no, I made my way to the pit. Because the way this pit was, instead of being in the middle, it was off to the side. And then I made my way easily through that crowd. Like
just elbows, all elbows,
all elbows. Like elbows. I got some good shots from one side, I got some good picks from the other side, and I was like, all right, I'm jumping in this pit. So I rode the pit the whole show, and then chilling, and then the Aquabats came on, which is another big band. That show was crazy. They had it was just, of course, you get balloons, the big old balloon balls.
Mm-hmm.
Then they threw out these giant inflatable pizza slices. They just threw it out through the ground, and then they threw out inflatable sharks into the ground. Like, dude, it was just, it was just craziness. I think Alonzo ended up getting on one of the inflatable pizzas and crowd surfed.
What on top of the? Oh,
dude, people were just getting on the pizzas and crowd surfing. It was crazy.
That sounds.
And then that other band went on last, which is kind of weird because it's like as soon as Aquabats left, it kind of seemed like a lot of people started leaving. So it just seemed like a weird lineup. It was just like,
that's weird.
You figured it'd be the other way, or
yeah, right. Like I thought this was a Five Iron Frenzy tour. No,
well, I think it was like a ska. It was like a ska fest or something.
Okay,
so it's a bunch of ska bands. But you figure like, hey, Aquabats and Five Iron are two bigger, older ska bands. You know, you figure they'd be like the last two to go on, but they're like in the middle.
I wonder if they rotate headlining. You know, like
Probably.
if it's a ska kind of like a full thing, then go.
And they are older too, so you know they're probably like, "Hey, you know what? We're gonna go second. I got to be in bed by 9."
Hey, that's exactly. Hey, that you make jokes, but you're like, hey, by 9 o'clock I start to shut down.
Yeah,
and my fingers and guitar soloing and singing just goes lower and lower. You get older, your voice the day gets later, your voice gets lower. So like you gotta get.
It's like because you wake up low voice midday, you're like, all right, normal. Then as it winds down, you go back to the.
Except for Reese Roper. Reese Roper's voice is like on 10. He's like
he made those songs impossible for his older self by hitting such high notes all the time.
He was like, I don't know why we put this in such a high register. Why did I do this to myself? I always think about that for bands who are like, yo, you can't keep this up. Like, you
gotta change the key or something. Take it out the rotation.
Oh, EJ from Demon Hunters or K-pop Demon Hunters.
She changed the key for the live shows.
Yeah, right. She'd be like, hey, drop the mug. Man, we doing this in drop D. We're gonna start a mosh pit.
But yeah, and that was pretty cool. We went to there's this free anime art convention that they had at one of the hotels. So we went to that. Went to that big old comic book store they got. Which that was crazy because when we walked out, you remember that movie Rubber about the tire?
Yeah, how could I forget?
We legit walked out and there's a tire just in the middle of the road that wasn't there when we got there.
Whoa.
As soon as we walked out, it was in the middle of the road, and we all looked there like, oh snap, it's real.
I mean, what if it's just a person cosplaying as their favorite
rubber tire? If you haven't watched that movie, go check it out. It's
hit
amazing.
up. Yeah,
hit up Rubber.
You know what? It's a late night watch when things are delirious. Well, what am I watching? And also, me and this rubber tire are kindred spirits.
Oh yeah. But other than that, it was good. My flight back was easy, which that's all I was.
Way better.
About. Yeah, I was all like, as long as I'm not stuck. When I got back, I was all like, I kind of wish my flight was delayed a little bit longer, just so I could be like, have an excuse to have an extra day off. Be like, hey, sorry, man, I'm still stuck over here.
Man, hey, speaking of that, I'll let you know. I'll check in later. This isn't. We probably have maybe a month from now, but me and the wife are going to be taking a trip somewhere, and we've been talked into
timeshare.
No, dude. They try. They don't know. As I get older, the easier it is for me to say no, and I'll be like, no. I got another story. I'll tell you that one later. But let's just say the short of it is we've been talked into a budget airline, which I'm fine with because it's a short flight. Yeah. But yo, dog, I think we're gonna be.
Not Frontier, is it?
It's Spirit, dude.
Came back.
Did you see they're trying to crowdfund it? They were like,
are they?
They're like, this guy had this he was on TikTok maybe, and he made a website, and he was like, hey,
GoFundMe.
Yeah, kind of like a GoFundMe. Yeah, a little bit, and it would function like the way the Green Bay Packers are, where they're publicly owned.
Yeah,
man, hey, you don't want one of them planes to go down and the whole you're all liable. Who's responsible for this? All million of us. Yeah.